What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of a Theme Park podcast. I am your host, Frankie Screams, back with you again for episode number 7 of the show. And I say that with a question mark at the end. Is it really episode number 7? Let's open up the notes. Yes, it is an episode. It is episode number 7. Holy sh! I don't want to swear yet. We got to save the swearing for at least a minute in so I don't get demonetized. Holy crap, guys. 7 episodes in already in only under 3 weeks. That's pretty sick. That is really cool. And we have a bunch of news stories to cover today. We'll get into them very, very shortly. There I go again with the very, very. I noticed that's something I do when I podcast. I don't think I do it in real life, but when I podcast, I always say very twice. It's very, very cool. It's very, very whatever. Like, why do I do it twice? Only when I'm podcasting. Or maybe I do it in real life and I just never picked up on it. Anyway, welcome back to the show, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you're doing right now. Hopefully everything is all good in the hood by you. For me, everything is great. In my opinion, it's officially summer. I know it's not on paper in the books. I think we have like at least 4 more days until we're officially in summer. But for me, it's officially summertime. And I say that because when I go out to Dunkin' to grab my morning coffee, I am not hung up by getting stuck behind a bunch of school buses, because you know how that goes. They fucking pull the stupid stop sign out. It takes 17 years for the kids to get out of the bus and cross the road. And then the what is the chaperone, the guard, whatever the hell you call her, she needs to check under the bus, make sure there's no children under the bus. It takes forever. I get it. I understand it's needed. I'm happy we have these precautions for children, but it takes forever. And it makes my trip to go to Dunkin' from a 5-minute trip to like a 15-minute trip because I get stuck behind every school bus imaginable. Anyway, that's I'm going way off topic here. This is a podcast about theme parks. Whew, I am hyper today. I didn't realize I was this hyper until I hit record and started going, but you could probably thank this guy, speaking of the devil. Why not get a little bit more hyper? But yeah, welcome, guys. It's officially summertime. Here we are. It's officially peak season for theme parks. I hope you guys have some sort of trip planned. Even if you can't go to one of the major parks like Disney or Universal, hopefully you're still able to at least at minimum take a trip to a local theme park by you and have yourself a good old time. If not, hang in there. Save up your pennies and do what you can to make it happen in the near future. I know it's tough out there for a lot of people. It's tough out there for me. But if there is a will, there is a way, and you can make it happen. You've just got to figure it out. I actually do want to do a podcast someday, soon too. I would love to do an episode soon where I just go over different ways that you can save money on expenses for theme parks, and then also multiple ways where you can make money, little side hustles. I am the king of side hustles. I haven't had a job in like 20 years. My last job was in, what year was it? It was in 2009. My last real job was in 2009. Ever since then, I've just been I've been going from side hustle to side hustle. I have all sorts of ways that you can make money. I'm not one of those internet gurus that will sell you a course or anything like that. I've done a lot of different things, from selling on eBay, starting my own clothing line, which I'm wearing right now, videographer, doing freelance work, video editing work, graphic design work, Ubering. I've done it all. I've done it all for hustles, for side hustles. And I continue to this day to do that. And actually that's what this podcast is too now. It's almost like another side hustle for me. Not making any money yet, but maybe one day it will. But yeah, I think it'd be really great to go over some of those ways where you can make some extra money. Because like I said, I know it's tough out there for people. It's tough out there for everybody. All right, guys. So moving on, before we get into the news stories of the day, I did want to let you know a little pro tip that I learned today through my sister. Had no idea that this was a thing, and why would I? Because they don't really advertise it. But all right, if you are planning to go to Disney World, but between now and like the end of the fall, if you go to their special offers page right here, you will see something right here, right, where it says save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney resort hotels when you stay 5 nights or longer. So here's the tip. You don't have to stay 5 nights or longer to get some sort of discount. So you can actually, if you book your stay through this link, what you will see, right? You go to check availability. I know some people are just listening to audio, so I'm going to try to just like describe everything I'm doing. So yeah, let's start over again real quick. You go to that special offers page on Disney World's website. You scroll down, they're giving all kinds of discounts, right? The one that says save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney resorts when you stay 5 nights or longer. You click that. And you don't actually have to be staying 5 nights or longer to get a discount. So after you click that, you'll see a little green button. It says book now, check availability. You put in your information. Look, I'm only putting 1 day, right? 1 day, 2 adults, all resorts, then find a room, right? And you will see I only have 1 day. And you will see that they're already offering me a discount. And I'm only staying 1 night. And that's on all of these resorts, all of them. Even the value resorts go from 162 to 137 when you access these resorts, when you book through that link in the special offers category. So you have to go through the special offers link to see this pricing. If you don't, you'll see the regular pricing. But yeah, as you can see, we're getting the discount. We're only staying 1 night. So we just saved ourselves like $40. And that will add up quickly when you're booking your vacations, because as you guys know, like I just said, vacations cost a lot of money. So there's your pro tip of the day, of the week. I don't know if I'm going to do this every episode, but I thought that was a nice little tip right there. Saved me a little bit of money, which can go towards waffles, Mickey waffles or something. I don't know. I don't know why I said waffles. Actually, I do know why I said waffles. More on that later. All right, guys. Well, there's your pro tip of the day. Moving on, we're going to jump right into our stories. We've got a couple of big ones, and then we're going to breeze through a bunch of smaller stories today. And that should do it for the episode. So let's get into the news, starting with story number 1. Universal Studios Hollywood has officially announced Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. All right, guys, here goes. Start your engines. We've got a major theme park announcement out of California. Universal Studios Hollywood has officially revealed its next big thrill ride, and this one is built for speed. Set to open in 2026, the brand new roller coaster is called Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And it's not just another fast ride. This coaster will top out at 72 miles per hour, making it the fastest roller coaster in the entire Universal Destinations and Experiences portfolio. This new coaster will be faster than anything they've got in Orlando, including Velocicoaster and Stardust Racers. This is the new king of speed in Universal's global lineup. Here's what we know. The coaster will be mainly outdoors with 360-degree rotating ride vehicles, simulating that signature Fast and Furious drift feeling. The track spans over 4,000 feet and will hover over parts of the park, including the iconic multi-level escalators between the upper and lower lots. Riders will queue inside a garage-style show building before boarding one of 4 cars, including a recreation of Dom's iconic 1970 Dodge Charger, which is already on display at the park right now. More on that later. Scott Strobel, the EVP and GM at Universal Studios Hollywood, said this coaster will transform the I can't say this word. Scott Strobel, the EVP and GM at Universal Studios, said this coaster will transform the topography. Oh my God, why is this word so hard? Will transform the topography of the park. Yes, I said it. And infuse an entirely new level of adrenaline. Wow, I don't know why that word was so hard for me. Topography? Let's move on. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have tons of details. We have a trailer. We have the car reveal for the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift at Hollywood Studios. This ride is going to be no joke, brother. No joke at all. 72 miles an hour. The fastest roller coaster in the Universal portfolio. I love to see this. I really love to see this. And I'll break it down real quick why. Universal Studios is expanding. They're becoming a premier go-to destination that families could consider now, right? They've got the kids resort opening in Texas. Epic Universe is a lot more geared towards kids than like Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure ever was. But they're telling you with this roller coaster that they're not straying away from being the top thrill seeker destination for theme park goers. They're continuing to raise the bar. They're continuing to invest hundreds of millions of dollars into intense high-speed roller coasters that only a select few, based on everybody else in the world, only a select portion of its audience will actually have the balls to go on. Let's just call it like it is, right? 72 miles per hour. They're not slowing down. Universal is not slowing down when it comes to thrills, when it comes to groundbreaking, record-breaking, just all of it. Like, they are still going to be a thrill seekers destination resort, right? They're still catering to the people that are looking for the craziest thrills that they can find. There is still a place for you at Universal Studios for years to come. And this right here is proof of it, with this Hollywood drift going 72 miles an hour. And what we're going to do right now is I'm going to watch the trailer that they released and sort of react to it. Holy crap, guys. We got to break this down a little bit. For the audio listeners, I know it's a little bit different for you guys, because you can't see it, obviously, but maybe if you want to just jump over to YouTube real quick for this part or come back later at a different time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down this footage. This is going to be an intense roller coaster. This is not your grandpa's roller coaster. No, no, no. Look at this part right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that. I know I just keep saying look, 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 but oh my goodness. This part right here really gets me. When you're in that ride and you're seeing all the other cars turn, it's going to be a sight to see. Looks so sick. And then real quick, we're going to go to the car reveal video as well. So the other day when they made this announcement at the park, they had this guy make the announcement. And when he made the announcement, he also revealed, you know, the facts I just gave you. And then they revealed the car, the Dodge Charger. Look at that beauty. That is one of the coolest roller coaster trains or roller coaster ride vehicles, whatever you want to call it. That is one of the coolest ones in the world. Look at those seats. You've got onboard audio speakers right there. You've got the lap bar that comes down, 4 people per car. Nobody has to ride bitch in the middle. Clean as F. They look so nice. I'm guessing on the speedometer, you're going to see it going up, and it might even tell you the exact speed you're going. That would be really cool. You've got the rims on this thing. You've got the body kit, whatever they call it. I don't even know shit about cars. The brake lights are going to be working. You'll see those lit up. The headlights are going to actually be working too. You can see that they're on right now in this clip right here. One of the coolest ride vehicles ever. I thought that announcement was huge, was major. I will be scared shitless to go on this roller coaster, but I will go on it. Am I skeptical about some of the drifting / spinning? So as you guys know, I don't like rides that spin a lot or go in circles. Makes me sick. It's overdone. It's redundant. With this ride, it's a little bit different. We don't know much. We don't know all of the details yet on the spinning, but from the trailer that we just watched and just everything that I've seen, I don't think it's going to be a ride that just like spins in circles while it goes. I think it's a controlled spin, and I think it's more meant to spin to mimic that feeling of drifting, because they keep kind of hammering in that fact that it's going to feel like you're drifting. So I don't think you're going to be spinning in circles on this roller coaster. I think you're going to be slowly turning one way, then another way. It's going to be a controlled spin. It's not going to be it's not going to be spins that are determined by the weight on the ride vehicle. with that being said, I'm being very optimistic that this ride will be fun and won't make me sick and won't make a bunch of other people sick as well. I think it's going to be more in line with like what Guardians of the Galaxy is and rides like that. Moving on to story number 2, Friday the 13th officially announced for Halloween Horror Nights. Jason Voorhees is slashing his way into this year's Halloween Horror Nights, and not just as a throwback. Universal has announced an all-new haunted house experience called Jason Universe, celebrating 45 years of Friday the 13th. The maze is set to appear at both Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood. And this isn't just some quick nod to Camp Crystal Lake. This is a full-on Jason Vengeance tour. According to the official press release, Jason Universe will drag guests deep into the original campgrounds. We're talking the creaking floorboards of Jason's cabin, a decaying, rotted-out main lodge, and of course, the dark, foggy forest where nobody is ever safe. Expect classic kills, brutal jump scares, and constant stalking from the horror icon himself as you try to make it through the experience. And with 45 years of movies to pull from, Universal has a lot of material to play with. This house joins 2 others already announced, Fallout and Five Nights at Freddy's, making this HHN lineup one of the most stacked we've seen in a while for horror IPs. And if you're a Friday the 13th superfan, there's more. A brand new wave of official merch dropped, tied to this year's maze. So whether you want a shirt, mask, or something for your collection, they've got you covered. Jason Universe opens August 29th in Orlando and September 4th in Hollywood. There you guys have it. It was highly speculated for a long time. The speculation mat people, they were all correct. We are getting a Jason Voorhees, a Friday the 13th house at HHN. I'm stoked for this one. I was hoping to see some sort of slasher a part of this year's Halloween Horror Nights. It's not my favorite genre of horror, but I do appreciate it, especially when it comes to a classic like Jason. This sounds terrifying. Having Jason stalk you throughout the entire experience as you're going through Camp Crystal Lake, it's going to be an absolute nightmare, and I can't wait for it. Very, very excited for that. I do have the reveal trailer here. There's not much from it. So yeah, the trailer really does not show much. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a weak reveal trailer. They have their theme now going with the rooms and the TV. I thought the Fallout one was a lot better. This one, not so much. Not so much. They barely show you anything. They show you a little part of his mask, his eye, and then that's it. You hear some of the iconic sounds, signature sounds. There you see him real quick for a second. You see the person trying to escape or whatever. But that's it. I wish they would have showed us a little bit more. Not going to lie on that. But yeah, there you have it. Jason is coming back to Halloween Horror Nights for the Jason Experience. Is that what it's called? I keep forgetting if it's called the Jason Experience or the Jason Universe. What is it called? Jason Universe. It's called the Jason Universe, God damn it. So there you have it. We got that news on Friday the 13th as well. I wanted to make an emergency episode covering it, but you know, real life got in the way, so I decided to wait until this week. I'm sure you guys have already heard about this. Story number 3, breaking. The Boneyard is closing sooner than expected at Animal Kingdom. Starting September 2nd, construction walls will go up as Imagineering shifts focus to the upcoming Tropical America's Land set to open in 2027. Originally, Disney had said that the Boneyard would stay open throughout all of 2025. But thanks to faster than expected progress behind the scenes, they've moved up the closure. Now, if you're wondering about the rest of DinoLand USA, here's what we know. The dinosaur attraction and Restaurantosaurus, is that what it's called? The Restaurantosaurus. There we go. The Restaurantosaurus will remain open through the end of 2025. So the restaurant and the dinosaur ride is going to stay open until the end of 2025. And as of now, Disney says there are no changes to the closure timelines. So, what's replacing the Boneyard? Disney has already teased that a character carousel is in development for this area. It'll be set within the new in-universe town of Esperanza, part of the Tropical Americas island. Think Spanish-style architecture, deep in the rainforest, and a colorful carousel featuring hand-carved animals designed by a local artisan. It's a charming concept and definitely geared towards the family crowd. So there you have it. Just a quick story on that one. The play yard, the play area, the boneyard area in Animal Kingdom is officially closing on September 1st. It's been there, I believe, since opening of Animal Kingdom. So I don't really have much to say about that. I've never even been to DinoLand USA. I know that's saying a lot about me. I've never been to Animal Kingdom. Fun fact, I've never been to Animal Kingdom. It's because every time I go on these trips, you only have 5-6 days, sometimes 4 days, right? And Animal Kingdom, unfortunately, is always just kind of, there's things I want to do. It's just there's not enough things I want to do. So I'd rather choose EPCOT or Hollywood, or of course, just go to a Universal theme park. I never choose Animal Kingdom, and that sucks. That really does suck. So it probably means I'll never be able to experience the dinosaur ride ever, because by the time I do get there, it'll be long gone. I do have that trip coming up this October, but it doesn't look like we're going to have time. We have one open day. I don't think we're going to use it on Animal Kingdom. I just don't think it's going to happen. It's sad. It really is. Maybe one day I'll get there. All right, guys, moving on to some quick stories that I have here. I'm just going to try to breeze through all of them. I didn't write like full stories on these, so I'm just going to kind of freestyle off the top of my head about them. They're all over the place too. I didn't put them in order. I might not do it ever like this again. Maybe I will. Let me know. Give me your feedback. But the first quick story is the Megan Horde returns to Universal Orlando to promote the new movie. So they were there last year. The pack of Megans that roam Universal Studios and break out into their dance performances. They're back. They're there for a limited time only. I don't think that this is a tease or has anything to do with Halloween Horror Nights. This, I think, is mainly put in place to promote the new movie 2.0 coming out in just a few days or just a few weeks. They do the quick dance performances, and then they meet, and then they do meet and greets in groups of 3 afterwards. So this is only going on from June 10th to the 30th. No specific times are listed. The random appearances will go from June 10th to the 30th. No specific times are listed online or in like the resort app or anything like that. But if you're around, you'll most likely see them pop up during the day or even at nighttime. God damn, my iced coffee really fucked me up today. I got the large, so it comes with 2 shots of espresso. I think that's too much for me and my anxiety. I have been in between takes here, going through it. We'll just leave it at that. I've been going through it. And here I am taking another sip. I just can't stop myself. It's so good. Hopefully I calm down a little bit. That would be great. So yeah, the Megans are back. I'm not going to go more into it. The Megans are back. Go see them. You've got 15 days left, not even. Moving on. This is a story that's big to me. It's near and dear to my heart. This is coming from WDW News Today. Beloved original Sleepy Hollow waffles return to Magic Kingdom after 1 year. The original Sleepy Hollow waffles have returned to Magic Kingdom after 1 year. I just said that. The updated Sleepy Hollow menu includes these options once again on classic round waffles. Waffle with berries, powdered sugar, and whipped cream for $8.49. Waffles with chocolate hazelnut spread, bananas, berries, and whipped cream for $9.49. And then my favorite, the reason why I'm covering this, the waffle with the sweet and spicy maple chicken for $12.29, served with maple sriracha glaze and parsley flakes. Look at that beauty. Oh boy, that shit is bomb. So good. The waffles are traditionally folded in half, creating waffle sandwiches. The Nutella and fruit waffles was once available only during breakfast, but is now made available all day. So yeah, that's big news for me because I love these waffle sandwiches from Magic Kingdom. When I went a month ago and they didn't have them, I didn't know that they took them away from the menu. What they had, it wasn't the same. The waffles just weren't the same. The chicken wasn't the same. But we are so back, and I know I won't be at Magic Kingdom for a couple of years, but hopefully when I do go, they will still be on the menu. All right, so the next quick story that I have for you guys today, the Miss Piggy Fountain is being saved officially, okay? This is like an aerial shot, probably from like BioReconstruct or somebody. The Miss Piggy Fountain and all the little rat statues around it, they have all received a yellow tag on them. So what that means is that they are meant to be saved. They are meant to be preserved. So when attractions and lands close down, the Disney Imagineers or whoever will go around and put yellow tags on things that need to be saved. And it looks like Miss Piggy has one along with a lot of those rat statues around it. So there you guys have it. No need to panic. They are not going to demolish the Miss Piggy Fountain. It looks like it will be saved and most likely relocated. I'm hoping it's relocated right in front of the new Muppets roller coaster ride debuting next year. Moving on, I'm all over the place today. Let's get back to some test track news. Q video ride vehicle announcements being tested at Test Track in EPCOT. As the Test Track reimagining project draws near completion, cast members have begun testing a Q video and have been overheard making safety announcements as the ride vehicles continue to run. Our reports were able to snag a few, and by our reports, I mean WDWNT.com. I'm reading from their website right now. Our reports were able to snag a few images and videos shown below of the new Test Track Q clips during a trip to EPCOT. Although it is hard to tell, parts of the video are reminiscent of themes from the original World of Motion. When the reimagining was first announced, Imagineers plan to bring that spirit of optimism from World of Motion to the next iteration of the ride. The updated film will likely also reference General Motors, since the attraction has reverted to its original sponsor. Recently, most of the construction walls were removed from the walkways around Test Track building, leaving only those standing across from the sidewalk closest to mission space. Rolling planters continue to line the nearby walkways, still blocking access to the Test Track Q area. There you have it, guys. They are testing the new Q videos on their TVs in the back. And then that brings me to the next thing that somebody just noticed a few minutes before I started recording. The Q signs have also been added to Test Track 3.0. So I just clicked it and I'm watching it. And you can see that we've got the Lightning Lane section right there. We've got single rider entrance right there. And then the regular standby entrance right there to the right. So it's good to know that single rider is coming back to this attraction. And it's just getting us one step closer to opening day of Test Track 3.0. I'm expecting an official announcement any day now, and I think that we will be seeing preview mode kick in very soon where guests are allowed on the ride. Holy crap. Breaking news. Breaking news here on the podcast. As I'm reading this article, Test Track presented by General Motors reopening date has officially been announced, and they have given us some concept art. Let's effing go. Let me settle in to my seat. This is a moment we live for here on the podcast. We've got some concept art. I'll break it down in a second, but first I'm going to have to read what they gave us. Buckle up for a new, and this is coming from the Disney Parks blog. So this is officially a Disney property here releasing this info. Here they go. They say, buckle up for a new spin on a fan favorite attraction. Test Track presented by General Motors will reopen on July 22nd. that is just a little over a month to go. This attraction update will debut an all-new musical score as well as new scenes that highlight technology, making our cars smarter and our lives more fun. And they've provided the brand new Test Track logo. Looks awesome. See through the eyes of a vehicle. One of those scenes showcases how vehicles can use advanced cameras and sensors to see the world they drive through. Walt Disney Imagineers were able to represent this tech utilizing over 29,000 points of light. And to explain a little more how guests will see through the eyes of a vehicle, meet Lee and Cole. Who the hell are these guys? Oh, just some Disney Imagineers. There's a video here. Wow, we've got a lot of stuff.
Can somebody turn the lights on?
Sure, I got it.
Let's watch this together,
Can somebody
guys.
turn the lights on?
Sure, I got it. Is this what you had in mind?
Perfect.
Hello and welcome to Test Track. This scene shows you how your car sees the world and how your vehicle is aware of its surroundings.
These 29,000 light nodes are representing LiDAR technology, which uses lasers and light bouncing back and forth off of objects so that your car can always be aware of where you are in the space. This isn't exactly what it'll look like when you're riding the attraction. It'll be more dynamic because, of course, you're flying through the scene on a car.
29,000 light nodes don't just happen overnight, so it's a very collaborative experience.
Is it 2D? Is it 3D? Is it projected? Is it emissive light? All of those things we had to blend together to have this seamless experience between all of the disciplines within our show.
All right. They said a lot of stuff. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. I'm not going to lie to you right now. I don't know what any of it means. I don't know what it means for the ride, but it looks cool.
The world and how your vehicle.
Let me just pause this real quick. They show these light sensors. What they say, this isn't how it's going to look when you're on the ride. Then this scene shows you how your cars will see the world. Good for the cars. How am I going to see the world?
And light bouncing back and forth off of objects so that your car can always be aware of where you are in the space. This isn't exactly what it'll look like when you're riding the attraction. It'll be more dynamic.
Here we go. So it's going to have, these lights are going to change and be dynamic.
It'll be more dynamic because, of course, you're flying through the scene on a car.
Did you see that?
29,000.
Because, of course, you're flying through the scene on a car.
29,000.
Riding the attraction.
Let me see what else they said, because I can't make sense of all of what I just witnessed on my own. Let's see what they said. While Test Track has always celebrated new and future automotive technology, it's also a reminder of what a road trip is all about. Spending quality time in the company of friends and family while embracing the beauty of the world around you. The team is hard at work on the finishing touches, detailing the fine details, if you will, getting the attraction green light ready. Just like you always check your mirrors when you get behind the wheel, I encourage you to keep an eye out for more information to share in the coming weeks about the special previews for cast members, annual pass holders, Disney Vacation Club members, Golden Oak residents, and Club 33 members alike to ride before the attraction officially opens. Looking for ways to fill your summer with Disney excitement before you hit the road on the reimagined Test Track? We're celebrating Cool Kid Summer across the resort with lots of extra family fun to be found for the young and the young at heart. And if you're gearing up for the next thrill before July 22nd, find your thrills with attractions like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, blah, 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 blah. All right, so they're not quite explaining what I just witnessed in this video, but I am going to try to make sense of it myself. This first part they said in the Disney blog post. Walt Disney Imagineers were able to represent this tech utilizing over 29,000 points of light. So you've got this section of the ride that's filled with 29,000 points of light, right? And I'm guessing that's these points of light are all these little dots. And these little dots can change. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at that. That is, so you might be thinking, oh, that just looks like a screen or a video. These are 29,000 different points of light changing to create the scene for you. Look at that. Look how it goes up the pillars. I truly can't make sense of what I'm seeing right now because I just want to tell you that these are just screens. but it's not. It's 29,000 points of light, whatever that means. So these 29,000 these lights can change as you're driving through the show scene to create whatever scene, whatever image they want to show you. So I think like you'll enter this room and it'll look like a normal room with normal pillars from the building, and then they'll say, oh, not actually, hold up a second real quick, and they just transform it into all of the lights. So I don't understand all of what I just seen, but it looks really cool, man. That one spot there when they change the building room, when they change what the room looks like, that moment right there, right? I think you're going to be stopped in this room and you're going to see everything. You're going to see the lights turn on. Let me pause this. You're going to see the lights turn on and take over. Looks really cool. I can't wait to learn more about it and understand more about it. There you have it, guys. I love when we get breaking news on the show. It's very exciting. Let's, before we get out of here, let's take a look at this picture. Here's our first concept picture, the new ride vehicle. I believe it's the same ride vehicle, just with a new body over it. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, it looks to be the same ride vehicle, just with some new features added to it. Now it looks like a futuristic car. They got rid of the regular type of headlights. You've got this more sleek looking futuristic headlight kind of thing. Overall, the whole car just looks more sleek, looks more modern, looks more futuristic. And then in the scene here that they have, it looks like it's at nighttime, cutting through the woods. You see this big bright light right here. What could that be? That's not the sun. That's got to be something else. I'm thinking that's the room, the building, the show building that you shoot out of. I think that's what that might be. So there you guys have it. Test Track officially has its opening date, July 22nd. And if you are an annual pass holder, or you're a part of the DVC club, or a Golden Oak resident, or a Club 33 member, you're going to be able to get a preview of this ride before then. That's right around the corner, guys. It's June 16th. The ride opens July 22nd. That's in 5 weeks. Previews are probably going to start in a week. Previews are going to start right away. The one thing that comes to mind for me is it's kind of got a little bit of a Tron feel to it, which also has a little bit of a Space Mountain feel to it. Even like Cosmic Rewind, which I haven't been on yet, but like they all kind of have the same vibe to them. Is it just me? Or do all these rides have like the same vibe to them? The same colors too. It's always baby blue. It's always baby blue lights. I just wish we would get away a little bit from the baby blue lights on every single ride at Disney World. It's kind of getting repetitive. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. But it just kind of has the same feeling as Tron in a way. And it's probably going to be amazing. But I definitely get a bit of Tron feeling to this. A bit of Space Mountain even with this. Not Space Mountain, because Space Mountain's old and hasn't been refurbished in 70 years or whatever the case is. I don't think it's ever been refurbished, actually, the Orlando one. Maybe Disney can change the color of these 29,000 lights. Give us red. Give us purple. There's yellow. There's all kinds of colors that you could be choosing. We always go with baby blue for some reason, though. Let's try something else. Can we do that? I believe that is it for today's episode. I'm sorry if it felt like I was a little all over the place today. Like I said earlier, I don't know if it made the final edit or not, but the Dunkin' large might have been too much for me with the 2 shots of espresso. Got my anxiety going, so I had to take a lot of breaks. Yeah, that's it for today's episode. I do appreciate you guys checking me out once again, listening to the show, watching the show. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and whatever podcast audio platform you listen to us on. Subscribe, leave a review, give us 5 stars. It goes a long way, especially right now. I'm a brand new creator. This is a brand new show. I could use any little thumbs up or 5-star review that I can get. It'll go a long way. It'll help me a ton. So appreciate you guys doing that. Appreciate you guys being here and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking of the show so far. It would mean the world to me to see your comments. Make sure you follow me on social media at what is the at? The at is ThemePoc Pod. And then you can follow my personal if you want as well, at Frankie Screams with a Z. I'm sure I'll be back with another episode in just a couple of days because, as you guys know, theme park news never ends. And I'm expecting a lot more updates on this new Test Track 3.0. I'm working on the YouTube channel more. I'm trying to do more exclusive videos. Trying to do more videos that are exclusive to the channel, stuff that you won't find on the podcast feed. I just recorded a video the other day where I ranked all the Universal Orlando roller coasters from all 3 theme parks. That could get juicy. That could light a fire under some people's asses when they see how I ranked some of these roller coasters. So look out for that video. I'll probably be posting that later this week. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care and peace out.